Okay, so this is MCtv, and we're here at the Secretary's Trailer,
Correct.
which is the tally, well, part of the tally team where they live. They're tallying up the
premiums.
the premiums, the pricings. Okay, explain to everybody what that is.
Each kid, when they enter in open class or 4-H, they get a placing, and the placing for most departments and classes have a dollar amount attached to that. And so we have a fantastic computer system.
And who designed that system?
His name is Lester Bose.
Lester Bose. Can we talk to him?
I'm not sure.
How do you know him?
I ran into him back in 2000. Well, we started this in 2004, and he told me about this great program and the fair, and that's where I got started.
So what is your relationship to Lester? That's what I was getting at.
I'm married to him as well.
Okay, so you're married to Lester Bose. All right, so okay, what is your position here in the? Okay, well, first off, how many people help with this?
The number changes throughout the years. Usually we have 4. When we, it's 4 is a good number, but sometimes we have more or less depending on who's wanting to volunteer or participate, I guess I should say.
And you don't get paid for this?
We enjoy our time here.
That's a good way to put it. All right, so who's a part of the team right now?
This year and the past couple of years, hasn't it been? We've had Chandra Edson, Nelda Jeffrey, myself, and Abby was Burnett, now it's Hedrick. This past year, the last year a little bit, but definitely this year, we've also Chandra and I have children that are 12, and so we've made them participate as well and get in.
The next generation coming up, you get them involved now.
Next generation.
So okay, so Abby Hedrick is actually Diane Burnett's daughter.
Correct.
And your mom is who?
Nelda Jeffrey.
Nelda Jeffrey. Okay. So we got people leaving the account
most of the time, in and out, in and out. And actually, this year we've done a lot of shift work where Abby and Daxton, one of the boys, has been coming during the day, and then Chandra Cooper, Nelda, and I have been coming in the evenings.
Okay. And so let's go and meet Chandra.
Camera shy.
When we come back, we'll be with Chandra. Last name?
Edson.
Edson. All right. So Chandra and Paul Michael. We were here to talk about tallying, counting the premiums, the month.
Right.
So what do you do exactly? Same thing that she does?
Same thing she does. Most of the time, everything's been entered, and I'm really the checker, just to verify everything is correct.
Correct. Okay. And who brings you, you ladies, everybody, I guess not ladies, but everybody in here, who brings you the money or the premiums, the counter, the tabs, the receipts, whatever they're called?
Oh, these.
Yes.
We have to go pick them up in the fair office.
Well, you say, I can't hear her.
We pick them up at the fair office.
All right, so you pick them up at the fair office, and these are premiums, the tabs, the receipts, the invoices are from all of the events going on during the fair, correct?
Correct. That is correct.
I mean, so like the pie contest comes here.
That's correct. Poultry.
Now, does the rodeo, is that part of this too?
No.
Okay, it's a whole separate operation.
Correct.
Okay. What about the mutton busting?
Mutton busting is part of this. Yes.
Okay. Anything else? Okay. Who are we missing?
Lester.
Nelda.
And they took off.
Well, you're going to tackle them.
Abby's at the project option.
And we're going to go find her too. You're going to show me this project option or whatever it's called. All right. This is Paul Michael Davis, MCtv, in the Secretary's Secretary's what?
Secretary Trailer.
What you say?
Fair Secretary Trailer.
Fair Secretary Trailer. See, I heard something about a tally team.
Well,
it used to be tallying because they used to have to do it by hand. Is it still recording?
Yeah.
It used to be by hand. It was called tallying because they used to do it by hand, where they would take all the individual pink tickets, and for open class you can only have 3 placings. Everybody else is a participant. So you tally everything, you take all the tickets and group them into all the different departments and then all the different classes and figure out your 3 placings, and that's the only people who got paid. And then for 4-H, it would separate them in the same way, but you could have multiple placings in one class, but each 4-H kid could only have so many premiums paid. So if you entered 5 items and got 5 blues, you would still only get paid for the top 3. So, anyways, that's why it's probably called tallying, because they had to tally the tickets up, and then at the end, instead of checks being paid out, they would have cash, and they'd stand at a trailer like this with a window and hand out cash.
Very good.
That's why it's called tallying.
Well, if you're not nice to me, then I'll make it. I'll put like a red nose on you.
Okay, that's fine.
Something like that. Alright, so, and I'll make every word you say has a bleep to it.
Hold that for 2
Something like that, okay. So, Lester, tell me what you do.
Those are all, yeah, those are all done.
I mean, tell me what your job is in this whole tallying team.
My job is to manage all these ladies who are entering the results and making sure that they're meeting productivity standards and that they're completing their TPS reports.
Very good.
I make sure that the staples are loaded in their staplers. Is there a problem, Paul?
No, alright. Alright, redo, okay? We're here with Lester Bose. Lester, say hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hi.
See that cut. I'm just kidding. Alright,
I really have to have a script.
okay, well, first off, let's talk about the programming. You set it up. You and Dean Sherman, God rest Dean Sherman, rest in peace. But I give you, first off, for the people that know Dean or knew Dean, give your best Dean Sherman impression.
Well, this is what we probably should do. I'm going to tell you in 3 steps.
That was good. Alright, so
in the first year that we used the fair software here at the Miami County Fair, it was beta software, and we certainly ran into some challenges along the way, and some of the local vendors who were helping us out here at the fair, like the barbecue vendors, they burned a lot of checks that we messed up that first year. So any of the barbecue you had in 2003, it was flavored with money. After that, it got much better, and we've been printing checks out of the exhibitor entry system here at the Miami County Fair since 2004, and we certainly take pride in being accurate, efficient. What else? And fun. There have been many years where the trailer or the fair workers have been doing their work at different locations. We've been to Kansas City Power and Light building. They were very hospitable.
Really?
Building is where 1 block west is now.
We've been at the Miami County Extension office, and here's a shout out to Diane Burnett. I can't ever remember if she's a Burnett or a Barnett.
Burnett.
But I know she's not a blonde.
She's Burnett. Burnett. Burnett, that's nice.
So there you go, Diane.
Come here. Alright, now seriously. Talk about, okay, the team that you've assembled. Because I would imagine you assembled this team, correct?
Correct. Most of this team has been assembled through marriage. When I met my wife, she says we met in 2004, but it was actually earlier than that.
Is she forgetful?
She is forgetful. She needs some ginkgo biloba, I believe.
I said when I started doing this.
What about ginseng?
Well, I don't know where Jen's at, and I don't know if she can sing.
She can. I heard her. She's really good, actually. Talk about, okay, we got Chandra, Megan. We have Nelda. We have, who else?
Abby.
Okay. So, and Abby, if I'm not mistaken, everybody says Abby leads the team. Leads, I mean, is like the one in charge.
Absolutely. She's right there at the top. You can cut that out.
Alright, so, okay, when all this gets done, when everything is tallied, what happens?
Well, the software goes through out of all the entries that are entered into the system, and it respects the rules of the premium book as far as payouts for departments.
Now, who is the big brother who oversees it? Sees that it respects the rules.
Well, I would say the overall integrity of the software and the processing would fall on me to ensure that the results that it generates are accurate based on the entries that are made into the system. Now, the entries in the system are only as good as the people who are entering the data into it, and for that reason we have very strict hiring guidelines, background checks, fingerprints,
And that kind of a
toe prints.
with that blood in, blood out type of mentality with marriage, and I'm just going off nothing. So
Hypothetically,
okay. After how long does it take to tally everything up?
the processing of the software takes about 2 minutes per class type. So, for example, open class takes about 2 minutes for processing, and then the check printing takes the longest, just for the amount of checks that we generate out. We probably generate nearly 1,000 checks total. And
Really, 1,000?
1,000 checks, and
so, what all sizes do these checks range through?
well, it depends on the ambition of the exhibitor, but some exhibitors end up receiving a check close to $300. Some of them may walk away with a check for $1.
Big check.
It's a big check in a young child's mind. Getting that check for $1 means
Well, and
a
it's
lot.
not so much the check; it's the fact of just accomplishing, just going through with it and finishing the project.
Absolutely.
So it's the gold at the end of the rainbow, or well, the gold at the end of the rainbow per se, minus the gold, just $1.
4-H and FFA and open class exhibitors, they learn some of the foundation in life down here at the fairgrounds and in the process that they perform here.
And it's just a matter of, they learn the values of integrity and prudence and motivation and just the follow through. In my mind, I've not been firsthand like you per se. Well, I keep saying per se.
Hypothetically. And so on and so forth.
So on and so forth, absolutely. And then so.
And people may not believe it, but I was an FFA. So
FFA secretary?
I was the FFA secretary at Paola High School,
Really?
and I was also I believe I was the first advisor, the FFA advisor, the student advisor, and that was here by the Owl.
And so,
Being older than the rest of you, I'm asked to advise you from time to time as the need arises. I always hope that my advice is based on true knowledge and ripened with wisdom. I apologize. It's been a while.
oh, man. Like I said, I'm being redundant by saying redundant again.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically, if you will. So on and so on.
Etc.
By the by. How do you feel about the relationship of the team that you built with here in the counter cabin? I just came up with that.
When you're here, you're family.
Me? Or you mean them?
You're part of the family now.
Right. That
I have to knock on the door.
that's nice. It's good to know. I feel warmth and comfort in here. I feel like I can divulge some of my deepest and darkest secrets.
If it makes you feel better, that's what we're here for.
Well, not at the moment. I'm sure if I felt like it, I would. But right now, I don't need to.
Okay.
So this is Paul Michael Davis, and
Lester Vose.
here at the Treasurer Secretary cabin, and we're out.